Hello and welcome to the Beer Search Party. This is Sean Inman with you, and today we'll be reviewing a canned saison from San Diego, California. This is Lomaland from Modern Times Brewery, and it is one of the better designs that I've seen. They came through via Kickstarter. They have a fermentorium down in San Diego, but I just love the whole, it's Modern Times, but it's got that sort of not modern sort of look to it. Lovely design that you can see with the stout over on the right that just sort of goes through the whole line of beers. So you have different colors, so you know if you grab the blue one that you got the saison. And I also like that they have all the stats basically per se on here. It gives you the color, which is at 2.5, the IBUs, which are at 30, and the final gravity, which is something that I'm still a little hazy on, though I'm getting better, at 1.006. And it also tells you which hops were used, which malts were used, and then a little backstory on why it's called Lomaland. So, let's taste this canned saison from San Diego. That is a beautiful yellow color with a little bit of fizzy bubbles, a very champagne-y like coming out from the bottom. It's very crisp. It's got a lot of Pilsner characteristic to it. Not surprising considering that it's got Pilsner malt and flaked corn as well as flaked wheat. It's definitely much more Pilsnery than saison. It's got a little bit of hint of clove, a little bit of hint of that Belgian yeast character that you get in so many of the Belgian beers. Here it's very light. If I blind taste tested this, I would probably call it a Czech Pilsner or a very German type of Pilsner. It's got a European sort of taste to it, but it's much more Pilsnery and not as much Belgian-y from my standpoint. Yeah, the aroma is definitely very light, that little crispness, that little bit of pear that you sometimes get off of Pilsners. And in the back, there is a bit of that, at least what I pick up in some Pilsners, a bit of little metallic tang to it. Some have it more than others, but this one has a little bit more. It's almost a cross between metal and pepper to a certain extent. But this is not what I expected. But that happens sometimes when you buy beer. Sometimes you think, oh, well, this is going to be a pale ale, and you end up with a double IPA, or you order that same style of pale ale and you end up with an XPA. So it happens. It's not a bad beer. It's just not what I would consider a saison, or other descriptors, the bright and the rustic. Rustic maybe, bright a little bit, but definitely not saison. But it's definitely interesting. It won't stop me from drinking it, that's for sure. But if you're going into this looking for a Belgian saison, this is probably not going to do the trick for you. This is definitely much more in that Pils realm. So there you go. Modern Times, the bright rustic saison that I think tastes like a Pilsner. Cheers, and thank you for coming to the Beer Search Party YouTube page. And if you want, you can go also to my website, beersearchparty.com, and learn about other reviews that I've done, upcoming LA beer events, and just general tomfoolery and such. Thanks for watching, and cheers!